Hi, I'm Shane Smith from shanesmithlaw.com. I want to answer one of the questions we get asked all the time, or one of the issues that comes up on a lot of the car accident cases we're dealing with is when a client has to miss a doctor's appointment for one of the many various reasons. And one of the questions they ask is, well, one missed appointment hurt my case? And the answer generally with one is maybe not, but certainly if you have a series of missed appointments, it's going to significantly hurt your case. Because remember, anytime you miss a doctor's appointment, it says to a jury or it says to an adjuster, you had something else going on that was more important than you getting to the doctor and taking care of yourself. So when you miss those appointments, they start to add up and hurt your case overall. Also, it makes it look like you're not that hurt, because if you're seriously hurt, you're generally going to make it to those doctor's appointments. One of the frequent things we hear from our clients is, well, I have transportation issues. My car was messed up in the wreck, or my car broke down, or I've only got one car and I went with my spouse to work. What do I need to do? And I will tell you the same thing I tell all of our clients. You need to do whatever you can to get to that doctor's appointment. Certainly, if you've got a procedure like an MRI, or have to go visit the medical doctor for an epidural or something more serious, you've got to make those appointments. When you don't, it makes it look like you're not hurt that bad. And even though, you have to remember, a lot of our jurors and a lot of people out there have two cars. So anytime one car is broken, they can just manage to make it work, either through using the other car or getting a ride or using Uber or a friend or something like that. I've actually had adjusters ask me the question, well, they missed these appointments because they didn't have transportation. How did they go to the grocery store and eat that week? So that's the mindset the other side has, is there's no good reason for missing those appointments. Sometimes our clients say they're very, very busy. We have this a lot with the stay-at-home parent. They're like, well, I've got to take the kids to their activities. I've got to take them to school. I've got other things. Or the one person who says they've got to go to work and they don't have time to go to the doctor. Once again, it makes it look to a jury like you're not hurt. And it makes it almost impossible for us to effectively argue, because you're going to have some jurors who aren't going to understand. You're always going to have some jurors who go to the doctor no matter what. So they're not going to understand it, or maybe their life just isn't as busy as yours and they don't understand. So you can't miss appointments, even if you are terribly hurt. If you are hurt, you've got to make the time and get into the doctor to get the medical care you need. And also, I tell our clients, without medical care and without going to the doctor, you're not going to get better. If you don't go to the doctor, they can't adequately monitor your recovery. They can't encourage you to do other behaviors that might make it better. They can't get good feedback on your physical therapy. You can't do any of those things if you miss those appointments. And if you quit going to the doctor, or you have a large gap in treatment because you just decided to quit going even though you were still in pain, it makes it look to a jury and to the defense attorney and the adjuster that you're all better. So anytime you quit going to the doctor, you have to realize the message it's sending is, I'm all better, or this is not serious enough for me to even fool with. And if you still are in a lot of pain, then it devalues your case, and it makes it so we as your lawyers can't do our job, which is to get you fair and adequate compensation for the impact these injuries had on your life. Once again, I'm Shane Smith from shanesmithlaw.com. If you're in pain, call Shane, 980-999-9999.